Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to take you through how to use the unitary method. It's one of my favorite methods for solving problems. When I first learned the unitary method, I don't think I ever stopped using it, to be honest with you. I just think it can be used in so many contexts across the board. So in this video, I'm going to go through how to use it in more rate style questions, so with rates. But it can be used in percentages and other problems like that. Okay, that's enough talking. Let's get to the questions. So the way in which you use the unitary method, it's pretty much in its name. So uni, this prefix means one. So whenever you're using the unitary method, you always want to reduce something to one part, right? Or you want to relate a quantity to one part. And from there, you can find whatever you need to find. So it's a bit of a long-winded explanation, but let's look at an example. So a car travels 360 kilometers on 30 liters of petrol. How far does it travel on 7 liters? Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take what you're given, 360 kilometers for 30 liters. So you say in 30 liters, the car can travel 360 kilometers. Then you want to reduce this down to 1 litre, right? To 1 unit. That's what uni means, 1. So in order to reduce 30 down to 1, you need to divide by itself. So in this case, we're going to divide by 30. What you do to one side, you do to the other side. So we're also going to divide the 360 by 30. Okay, so that gives us 12 kilometres. Now that we've reduced it down to 1 unit, let's see what we need to find. So we need to find how far it travels. So its distance on 7 litres. So you want to convert 1 litre to 7 litres. And in order to do that, you need to multiply 1 by 7, right? You just multiply it by the number that you want to find. And so what you do to one side, you do to the other side once again. So that means you multiply this by 7. So 12 kilometres by 7 gives you 84 kilometres. And that's how far the car travels on 7 litres. Let's look at another example. So it says the cost of mushrooms is $5.80 per kilo. What is the cost of half a kilo? You can probably do this in your head really quickly, but I'm going to show you how to use the unitary method. You say that, okay, 1 kilo equals $5.80. This has already been reduced down to 1 unit, so you don't really need to divide this by anything. So you want to find half a kilo. So you want to transform 1 to a half. So in order to do that, you can either divide by 2 or multiply by a half. So let's divide by 2. So we divide this side by 2. So 580 divided by 2 gives you $2.90. And so that's the cost of half a kilo using the unitary method. Let's have a look at another example. So Edward saves $40 a week. So 1 week equates to $40. How long should it take to save $1,000? Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reduce it down to one part in terms of the dollar amount, right? So we're going to divide by 40, and then we're going to divide by 40 on this side. So we're going to get $1 equals 1 over 40 weeks. So he saves $1 every 1 over 40 weeks. So to see how long it takes for him to save $1,000, you take $1 and you multiply it by 1,000 to give you $1,000. What you do to one side, you do to the other side. So we're going to multiply this by 1,000 as well. So that gives us 25 weeks. And so that's how long it's going to take for him to save $1,000. That's it. That's how you do it using the unitary method. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're reducing it to 1 unit in terms of what you're given. Okay, let's look at the last example over here. So Alexandra jogs 100 meters in 20 seconds. So we're going to say 100 meters equates to 20 seconds. This is how many seconds would it take her to jog 1 kilometer? So we've got 1 kilometer and we've got 100 meters over here. So there are a few ways we can go about this, but the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this down to 1 unit. So I'm going to reduce this down to 1 meter. So that means we're going to divide by 100. What we do to one side, we do to the other side. So we're going to divide this side by 100 too. So 20 divided 100 gives us 0.2. And then because we want to see how long it's going to take for her to jog 1 kilometer, we know that 1 kilometer is the same as 1,000 meters. So if we have 1 meter and we want to get to 1,000 meters, then we need to multiply by 1,000. What we do to one side, we do to the other side. And then so here we get 200 seconds. So for her to jog 1 kilometer, it's going to take her 200 seconds. They're asking for it in seconds, so we leave our answer in seconds. And that's how you find it using the unitary method. So that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video on the unitary method. I also challenge you to try and use it in other contexts, like with percentages. It's so useful when you're using percentages to use a unitary method. It really makes your life easier in so many ways. Keep this in the back of your pocket, whip it out whenever you need it. It's a great skill. It's a great method to use. But other than that, that's all from me today. I'll see you in the next one.